Welcome into Deseret News Rewind presented by Intermountain Tosh. Quarterfinal action in the 6A State Football Playoffs come to you live from Earl Jones Field here at Weber High School. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Dane Stewart here to bring you what is a rematch from week 1 of the regular season. The American Fork Cavemen and the Weber Warriors. American Fork coming in here, the number 3 seed out of Region 4. And well, they were a Chase Roberts catch away from winning that region outright. Instead had to settle for a coin toss, but they've responded nicely after that loss late in their region schedule. Last week had to deal with Riverton in the first round and dealt with Riverton. It's been Boone Abbott and company, one of the top scoring offenses across the entire state. Boone Abbott, one of the best quarterbacks, and expect number 7 in his first year starting here at varsity to try to sling the football all over the field tonight. He's got a number of weapons to utilize, including one, Chase Roberts. Yeah, BYU fans salivating, can't wait for the 6'4", 195 senior receiver to head down to Provo, Utah. He is dynamic, he is fast. I asked Coach Hammer, head coach of the Weber Warriors, how do you defend Chase Roberts? And before I could even get the sentence out, he said, you don't. Everyone going to be well aware of where 27 is tonight for American Fork. As we switch sides and introduce the Weber Warriors, how about the two-time defending region champion Weber Warriors, winning Region 1, the number 1 seed out of that region this year, went undefeated in region play. They also introduced a new quarterback this year, and really carrying the reins of the offense this year was Cole Hogan, the junior quarterback. And my apologies, I'll probably slip and say Hagan once or twice tonight, but Cole Hogan, the junior for Weber, will lead the attack tonight. Hudson Skank has been a dynamic playmaker for this Warrior offense and special teams, really. You look at, he's got a great ability in the kickoff and punt returns. He's also a fantastic target for Hogan to try to connect with, but make no mistake, gonna see Weber try to run the football here tonight. They've got a couple of backs that they will try to utilize. The key tonight, probably going to be the Weber defense, and how do they try to slow down that passing attack. A young man that we will talk about tonight is the senior linebacker, Brant Opikins, 6'3", 200 pounds. He has been solid for this Weber defense. He's going to have to be solid here tonight. What's on the line? A trip to the semifinal at Rice-Eccles next week. But first, they've got to deal with each other. It's the quarterfinal coming up next here on Deseret News Rewind, presented by Intermountain Tosh. Skank and Nielsen back to return this kick for Weber. The Warriors in the all reds. American Fork in the road white. Underway from Weber High School as the opening kick will sail through the end zone for the touchback. So the Warriors will start with the possession at their own 20-yard line. Dive. And a short pickup for Alec Miller. He'll pick up 2 yards on the carry. Keep him on the field. Try to keep AF off. Second down. And this ball thrown out into the flat. Trying to break one tackle is Nielsen. Help from that Caveman defense as Hunter will take this up to about the 24-yard line. Set up a 3rd and long for the Warriors in this sport. 3rd and 6, the throw, and it's right through the fingertips, nearly intercepted. Stockton Bramwell, the senior, had pick 6 on his mind. As it is, it'll be a 3 and out for Weber. Pistol formation here for American Fork after the punt. Quick throw, that one batted, and nearly intercepted. Weber nearly had a shot at that. As Abbott was looking the way, I think, of Spike Adams was the intended target. Motion, that is Nelson across the formation. Abbott with some time, throws, and that ball caught. Devin Downing with the reception across the 50 and taken down to the 43-yard line.
Devin Downing down to the Warrior 42-yard.
Chase Roberts to the bottom of the screen. That's Gregory in motion. This ball thrown and incomplete. Nice coverage on the play there for Weber. Parker Adams all over that one, able to break it up. Set up a second down. Abbott quick throw. That ball caught by Downing, and he's brought down immediately. Gain of 7 on the play. To the ground, and a first down. It's a nice carry there by Jackson Gregory. Weber showing some perimeter pressure. They bring it. Abbott able to escape. Still under pressure. And Boone gets this away, broken up. But boy, too much time that time for Boone Abbott.
27, Chase.
3rd and 10. Screen play. Set up for Gregory. And it's another first down. As Jackson Gregory will take this right to the 21. Abbott the throw for Roberts, caught at the 10. Skank trying to bring him down and get some assistance as Iverson came up to help make the tackle. I'll spot progress for Roberts at the 9, and it will be 1st and goal for American Fork. 1st and goal. Abbott looking for Downing, and that ball nearly intercepted. Oh my goodness. A beautiful opportunity for Connor Marietti and just had it slip out of his fingers. Nelson in motion again. Abbott looking for Roberts through his hands, incomplete. Skank again on the coverage. 3rd and goal for the Cavemen. Inside of 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. To the end zone, broken up again. Hudson Skank with another defensive play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Kyle Thompson comes on to attempt a 27-yard field goal for the Cavemen. The kick is up, and this one is good.
Field goal attempt is good.
27-yard field goal puts the Cavemen on the board. They lead Weber 3-0 in the first quarter of quarterfinal action here from Weber High School. So they move the ball to the far hash. It'll be 1st down after the touchback. Hogan gets the ball out quickly. Here's Skank looking for some blocking. And he'll take it to the 24-yard line and pick up a 4. Hogan under center on 2nd down. Good pressure by American Fork. And that ball came loose, and the Cavemen have it. It's Tanner Holden who came up with it for the Cavemen.
Fumbled, recovered by number 12.
Boy, I'm not quite certain if it was Sean Hardman or the one Y. One of those defensive linemen was there to clog up the hole, and all of a sudden that ball was 4 yards downfield, and alertness by Holden able to jump on it, and the first turnover of the ball game here from the Weber Warriors will set up this AF offense. So after the turnover, American Fork will start at the Weber 31. Abbott to throw, and this one deflected at the line of scrimmage. Nice job up front by the Warriors. 2nd down, pressure on Abbott, steps up, looking deep. Roberts with the grab inside the 10, 1st and goal, American Fork.
Number 27, Chase Roberts, tackled by number 4, Hunter.
1st and goal for Roberts, behind him, incomplete.
Pass from Abbott to
2nd and goal, back to the ground. And not a lot of room there for Gregory. He'll pick up 2 yards. 5 receiver set here on 3rd and goal for American Fork. Looking to the end zone, Roberts couldn't bring it in. Broken up. Sione Moa in coverage and able to do enough to break that up. It'll bring up a 4th and goal for American Fork. Weber coming right up the gut with pressure. Boone Abbott gets through the first, lots of space, and it's a touchdown, American Fork.
Quarterback keeper by number 7, Boone Abbott for American Fork Cavemen.
Boy, they had him. I think it was Opikins who came right up the gut. Had him. And Abbott able to get out of the shoestring tackle and run in from 5 yards out on 4th and goal for the American Fork touchdown. 1st down for the Warriors, starting at their own 20 after the touchback, and a nice run there from Hunter Nielsen, as he'll pick up 7 yards on the carry. On 2nd down, Hogan keeps it. Nice block. Cole Hogan across the 50, and Hogan takes this into American Fork territory.
15, Cole Hogan. Tackled by number 11.
Hogan to throw on third down, goes wide. That ball caught. Iverson with the reception inside the 20, and Iverson tackled down at the 11-yard line. Another first down for Weber.
11-yard line, tackled by 21.
And Weber's in business. 1st and 10 at the AF 11. Hogan keeps it, looking for somewhere to go, and there's just not a lot of room on that left side. Schoonover there for American Fork to lock it up. On second down, Hogan again. Hogan inside the 5 and wrangled down around the 4-yard line. Nielsen in the back. They give it to the fullback instead. Is he in? Alec Miller, touchdown Weber.
Touchdown brought to you by Best Field Team. Touchdown run.
I formation, give it to the fullback, and Miller able to rumble in from 4 yards out for the first points of the game for the Warriors. Abbott keeps this one. Able to get through one tackle and takes it up to the 38-yard line, a pickup of 8 yards for Boone Abbott.
Tackle by number 2.
Second down and a yard to go for AF. Again, Nelson in motion across the formation. He's in the flat. They go over the middle. This ball caught. Big gain as they connect with the tight end, Dallin Johnson, 6'4", 220 target. Takes this into Weber territory, down to the 43-yard line. First down, American Fork. Looking deep for Roberts, and this ball overthrown into the end zone. Skank there in coverage. And folks, mark your calendar. We got, what, 4:27 p.m. on November 2nd. That might be the first time that I've seen a DB in front of Chase Roberts. On second down, to the ground. Gregory, a big run inside the 30, and it's good for a Cavemen first down.
Jackson Gregory.
On first down, again, they go with Gregory. And Gregory that time was able to carry the defensive lineman. Shows you his strength as Trevor Lewis hopped on his back and ended up bringing him down, but about 3 or 4 yards after the initial contact. First play of the second quarter, this one through the fingertips, incomplete. Will bring up a third down for the Cavemen. 3rd and 5. Abbott looking, pressure, and Abbott goes down. First sack of the ball game, and Opikins that time wasn't going to let Abbott get out of his grasps. Abbott able to buy some time, looking, that ball caught, and it's a first down.
Pass from Boone Abbott to number 15.
Boy, big conversion there for American Fork. First down for American Fork. Ball out quickly and incomplete as Downing couldn't haul that in. Second down, and that ball deflected at the line of scrimmage again. Grant Opikins again. Abbott looking for Roberts, caught, touchdown American Fork.
Pass complete from Boone Abbott, number 27.
Boy, that was just too easy.
Touchdown.
One of the best receivers in the state, able to set up camp. So Weber will start at their own 15-yard line. On the ground, nothing there.
Hand off to number 28, Cy Wallace.
Hogan. And not much room there.
Keeper, tackled by number 26.
Hogan looking to throw. Tries the out, and this incomplete. It's beyond his target. And that will bring up a fourth down in a punting situation here for the Warriors. This ball out quickly, Downing with the reception. Not much room to work there as he's brought down immediately. On the tackle was Connor Marietti. High snap, Abbott goes shovel to Schoonover. Here's Bodie. Bodie up across the 30-yard line as the penalty flag came in late on that one. Would presume that this one comes back. On second down. And that ball overthrown.
For number 14, Tanner Holden falls incomplete.
As Holden found some space. Abbott tried to lead him. Abbott on third down, trying to get out of the pocket. Will do so. Help coming up. Boone trying to get to the marker, and he'll step out at about the 20, maybe the 21. It'll be good for the first down for American Fork. They had to get to the 19 and a half, and they got to the 20. Abbott throw quickly to Roberts, and that ball came out, and Weber has it, but the back judge is going to rule this incomplete. He's going to say that Roberts never had possession. So AF keeps the ball, 2nd and 10. Looking deep, and that ball nearly intercepted. Hudson Skank was there in coverage. Couldn't come up with it.
3rd and 10.
3rd and 10 for American Fork. Abbott looking, and incomplete. Boy, had a man open, and that was Chase Roberts. You won't see that very often. This punt fielded at the 45. Skank. Big return. Are they going to catch him? They won't. Touchdown, Weber. A flag back at the 37-yard line. And I would presume this one coming back. But you see great blocking, a fantastic return. And never mind. They wave it off, so the touchdown will stand. Touchdown, Weber. They haven't trailed in this ball game. As Boone Abbott and company will start at their own 23-yard line. Abbott keeps this one. Trying to get to the outside. Skank there to wrap him up and bring him down. That ball came out. And I didn't hear any whistle. Weber football. AF is going to complain that his progress was stopped. I never heard a whistle. Now I'm a long way away. On first down, thrown out to Skank, and boy, nowhere to go.
Pass number 3, Hudson Skank, tackling the backfield.
A little retribution there.
Stockton Bramwell lost on the play.
It was Stockton Bramwell with the tackle. Hogan looking to throw, pocket breaking down. He's going to tuck this himself, and he'll get up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 1 and nothing more.
Hogan.
3rd down. Hogan looking for Skank, and this ball overthrown, incomplete.
Hogan intended for number 3.
Penalty flag back
We do have a
inside the pocket.
In the backfield.
And our white hat looking the way of American Fork, so this would appear to be on Weber. Hold is good. Kick is up. Boy, it's got the leg. Is it between? It is! A 47-yard field goal from Callister. And with 5:15 left, we're tied up 17 apiece. In the pistol on first down. To the ground. Big hole for Gregory as he surges ahead, a gain of 11.
Jackson Gregory with the run.
First down for AF. As on first down, again to the ground. Gregory trying the left side. And this carry good for a pickup of 5. On second down, Abbott to his right. Throws, and that ball caught. Got to bring him down.
Boone Abbott to number 82, Dallin Johnson.
Instead, Johnson able to make the reception and take it for a couple extra yards. Abbott gives off to Gregory again as he takes this to the 40, a gain of 4 on the play. On first down, Abbott throw, that ball caught. And it's good for a first down for American Fork as Downing with the reception. First down, American Fork. Abbott looking near side and behind Downing, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 2:33 left here in the second quarter. Second down, Abbott throws this out. Not much of a gain on the play, as I think it was Connor Gibb with the reception. 3rd and 9 for American Fork. Clock has 2 minutes left. Still running. Abbott surveying. Nowhere to go. Trying to run for it, and he'll be brought down. A pickup of only 1.
Quarterback run, pickup of 1 yard by Boone Abbott. Abbott
looking behind the target, incomplete. And American Fork will turn it over on downs. First down for the Warriors. Hogan looking to throw. Slings it out. This ball caught. And going to be shy of the first down, I think.
That's enough for
no, it is a first down. Got right to the sticks. Approaching 1 minute left in the first half. Hogan buying time, looking for somewhere to go. Trying deep, he's got a man wide open. That ball caught. A huge gain by Weber.
Number 7, Caden Fulmer.
Boy, you talk about quarterbacks buying time, and how about the job that Hogan does here? Able to escape, and it was Caden Fulmer getting behind the defense. They go to the ground as Nielsen on the carry. Won't pick up, well, he'll pick up about 6. And Weber will have to call their final timeout here with 33 seconds left. Hogan, boy, he's got a man wide open. It's Worrell, and a first down.
To number 13, Trey Worrell.
Boy, Trey Worrell was unmarked, and a huge gain. Hogan. He's got a man wide open. Instead, he's going to keep it, and he won't get it. So he is short. You got to get on the ball. The clock is inside of 20. Weber trying to run. Hurry quickly. We'll presume they clock it, and they will. That'll stop the clock with 8 seconds left. Boy, Trey Worrell was wide open. It would have been a dangerous throw. Hogan would have had to throw across the field, but Hogan may have had a chance. Hogan to throw. Caught. Did he break the play? He did. Touchdown, Weber. It was already signaled. This is just a wrestling match now.
To number 3, Hudson Skank.
Hudson Skank with the reception. Another look at it. Hogan was going his way the whole time. AF tried the double coverage. You see he's brought down shy of the goal line, but it's does the ball break the plane? And that sideline official ruling it did. If you're Weber, you got to be certain you know where 27 is. They just go on the ground here, and that will do it for the first half.
Number 10, Jackson Gregory.
They trailed. They don't now. The Weber Warriors 17 unanswered points to take a 24-17 lead at the half. Ready to start the second half. Here from Earl Jones Field, the Weber Warriors leading American Fork 24-17. The winner advances to the 6A semifinal at Rice-Eccles Stadium next week as the second half kickoff sails into the end zone for the touchback. They'll start on the ground. A big hole up the middle for Gregory as he takes it up across the 30 to the 34-yard line for the first down. Abbott to throw out. We'll find Roberts on the screen trying to turn back inside as he takes us up across the 40 to the 42. 2nd and 2. Roberts, zone read, gives it to Gregory. Nowhere to go. No, he made it through. Boy, I thought that Weber had that stood up. Josh Carter broke through, but Gregory was able to get past him to the 45. It'll be a first down for the Cavemen. Abbott, that ball behind the intended target, was looking for his tight end, Johnson. kept by Abbott, trying to spread it outside. He'll get the perimeter and run out of bounds, and Abbott pushed into the bench.
Pushed out of bounds by number 4.
The AF side yelling for a flag. I didn't see one, but oh, there it is. First down for AF. Thrown, caught by Downing. Downing able to break the coverage. Downing inside the 20, 10, touchdown American Fork.
Devin Downing is good for a Caveman.
Devin Downing taking care of business, a short route that he's able to cash in, and the Cavemen able to score. Do the Cavemen have a defensive response? Hogan to throw, looking down the seam, and their intended target, I think, stopped running the route.
Pass ball is incomplete, intended for number 4.
Hogan on the keep. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and nothing else. Bottled up by that American Fork front. Hogan, another design keep, trying to get the corner, and he'll take it up to the 24-yard line, and that'll be it for Cole Hogan. We'll bring up a 4th down and a punt here for the Warriors as the clock approaching 9 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Downing learned his lesson the last time. He's standing back at his own 25-yard line, and it looks like it's a fake punt, and they're not gonna get it. It's gonna come up short. The American Fork special teams ready for that, and again, it'll be great field position for the Cavemen offense to come out. Weber showing pressure. This ball thrown, and Chase Roberts couldn't haul it in. Skank there in the coverage. Couldn't tell if he came up to disrupt it or not. Great to have that option out there. As it's Devin Downing with the reception and a touchdown for American Fork. There is a flag on the other side of the field. I'm just going to say, kind of mid-play, that while Chase Roberts hasn't had his normal big day, Devin Downing certainly has. But this one, again, thrown by that far line judge, and this one appears to be coming back. 2nd and 15 now for the Cavemen after the penalty. Abbott on a design keep, trying the right side. Weber coming up, and they'll escort him out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of about 5 yards on the carry for Abbott as he'll take it back close to the original line of scrimmage. Pressure on Abbott. Able to sidestep it, throw, that ball caught, 1st down, American Fork, as the reception made down at the 13-yard line, and it's Chase Roberts. 1st and 10. Abbott, pump fake, pressure, Abbott able to escape, looking, and he'll throw this out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. 2nd and 10. On the ground, Gregory to the 10, a pickup of 3 on the carry. 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Abbott flushed out, pressure from the backside, able to escape it, now trying to get the perimeter. A penalty flag has come down as Boone Abbott was forced out of bounds on what would have been a pickup of about 3, but a flag in the backfield back at the 20-21-yard line. Weber will have options here. AF has got to get to the 4-yard line. It's 3rd and about 32 yards to go. Boone Abbott buying time again. Chase Roberts has double coverage. This one to the end zone for Roberts, and it's broken up incomplete.
Pass by Boone Abbott into the end zone, intended for
A 53-yard field goal attempt for American Fork to try to take the lead. The kick is up, and it is, well, no good.
Thompson is no good. Warriors take over, 1st and 10.
But in essence, that's like a punt. Weber will get the ball at the 20. Weber
Handoff to number 4,
on the ground, gain of a couple yards on the play. 2nd and 8 for Hogan. He'll hand it off. Nice space up the middle. A good run there for Nielsen. As he'll pick up about 7 yards, set up a 3rd and 1 to go.
For the Warriors.
3rd down and 1. Hogan keeps it, and I think he got it. They'll give the spot out of the 30. That will be good for the 1st down. Move the chains for the Warriors. 1st down, Warriors. Hogan kept it, and AF was all over that one. All sorts of cavemen were hunting on 1st down as Hogan has to eat a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Hogan looking to throw for Skank deep, and that ball broken up.
Pass from Hogan to Skank falls incomplete, number 20.
They've got to get to the 40-yard line. Hogan, a screen play set up and a block in the back there. This one had nowhere to go. Defended well by American Fork, and I would presume a punt coming up for Weber. American Fork will start this drive at their own 38-yard line on the ground with Gregory as he takes it up to the 41, a gain of 3. And a 2nd down coming up. Abbott, ball caught by Roberts, wrapped up immediately and brought down at the 45-yard line. And it is on the ground, and boy, 2nd effort will get it. Gregory was met at about the 46, kept those legs churning. One spot's at the 49, the other's at the 48, but both of them are going to give the 1st down to American Fork. Option, they go with the shovel to Schoonover. Schoonover making men miss as he takes this up to the 45-yard line of Weber. A gain of 7 on the pass. Abbott to throw into the flat. That ball caught, turned upfield. 1st down for American Fork. As a quick route, nice read as McKay Nelson able to make the reception and pick up a nice gain there for the Cavemen as the ball spotted at the Weber 33. 1st down for American Fork. 1:30 on a running clock here in the 3rd quarter. Schoonover on the carry. He'll take this to the 27-yard line, a gain of 6. Pressure coming up on Abbott. And that ball caught by Schoonover, and Schoonover tackled at the 14. On 1st down, Abbott across the middle, Schoonover with the catch and tackled at the 4-yard line. They might say the 3. That'll be close to the 1st down as Bodie Schoonover now getting in on the reception party we have going on here at Weber High School. They're going to say just shy by about half a yard, maybe a full yard. And with that, the 3rd quarter will come to a close. 6-8 quarterfinal, tied up through 3. The 4th coming up when we come back. Start of the 4th, Gregory met in the gap, and he takes it in. Touchdown, American Fork. Jackson Gregory from 4 yards out. We talked about the tough running he has had today. Again, keeping those legs churning as American Fork retakes the lead. On the ground, not a lot of room there. 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors, needing to put together a drive here. The offense is stalled on its only 2 possessions of this 2nd half. Looking down the field, that ball caught! Boy, I don't know how Skank came up with this one, but what a catch, and Hogan able to thread the needle. Another look at it. On 1st down, play action. Looking deep, and this ball overthrown. The intended target again, that time was Skank. A keeper from Hogan, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe pick up a yard, but that's going to be it.
Quarterback stopped at the middle.
Hogan lost his footing, and he'll take the sack. Boy, a huge play there from Weber, and Cole Hogan is gimpy coming up.
Brings up 4th and long. American
Fork with a 7-point lead. They'll stay on the ground here on 1st down. Gregory with a run up across the 15 to the 16, 17-yard line. That should be right at the marker. I think a 1st down, yes it will be, for American Fork. On first down, thrown out to Roberts near side, utilizing his blockers as Roberts will take this up and be forced out of bounds after the gain. Gain of about 5, maybe 6 yards on the play for Roberts. 2nd and 4 for American Fork. Back to the ground and a first down for the Cavemen. Carry, nowhere to go, read beautifully near side as Dylan Yearsley was there to bring down Hughes for a loss on the play. Boy, a loss of 3 yards. Abbott, pressure coming, screen play, goes for big yards, Downing across the 40 up to the 46-yard line, and a first down for American Fork. That ball looked like it was deflected as Downing again with the reception, a pickup of 9 on the reception. On 2nd down, Abbott surveying, in some trouble, able to evade the tackler. Abbott lost one, Downing, what a catch! And then a penalty flag gonna come in on this one. But how about the catch from Downing? Weber late running a man on. To the end zone, caught, touchdown, American Fork. Devin Downing again has been the Warrior Slayer. Hogan back in the game, good to see him as he's able to connect here with Opikins.
From Hogan to
Weber having to pick things up here a bit. Hogan in trouble, just going to heave one deep. Has a man, and that ball incomplete. Was looking for Skank. Back in coverage was Peyton Wilson for the Cavemen. 3rd down. Hogan, pressure again. Penalty flag comes in. That ball incomplete. Boy, a great late effort that time from Stockton Bramwell to knock that out of the hands. Is the penalty flag back around the line of scrimmage? I'm guessing in the area of holding. Hogan under pressure, goes down. It's out of the end zone. It won't be a safety.
Quarterback sack by number 82.
But the pressure finally got there from AF. Dallin Johnson able to bring down Hogan for the sack. As American Fork trying to put the finishing touches on this quarterfinal game. Looking to return back to Rice-Eccles Stadium. The first time since I think 2015-ish. Back to the ground. Hughes spinning ahead for the first down. Play clock inside of 5. And back to the ground with Hughes, met behind the line of scrimmage, brought down for no gain on the play.
Tackle for no gain.
Abbott throws, caught by Johnson. Johnson threw one tackle inside the 10. First and goal, Cavemen.
Pass complete from Abbott to Dallin Johnson, tackled by number 3.
And that ball incomplete, was looking the way of Roberts.
Pass intended for Chase Roberts. Hudson skanking.
Skank there again.
Second
there
goal,
with the coverage.
Cavemen.
For Roberts. And this one overthrown as penalty flags come in. Pass interference here going to be the call. A couple officials right there on it as we take another look. Going on the ground, Hughes stood up. Not much of a gain there. We'll pick up maybe pick up 2 yards on the carry. As AF will keep it on the sneak and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown, American Fork.
I shouldn't say ever. I know there was a 1993 team, I think it was, made a deep run. The Warriors did, but that has been a long, long time and a good season and a good senior class. It looks like this will be the last time that they suit up for the alma mater here tonight. Hogan under pressure, able to escape. Hogan on the run, up the middle, has the first down as he takes this up to the 35-yard line. Nice carry there from Cole Hogan. Hogan has come back out here to finish this game off. As that ball caught and forced out of bounds, nice reception and a quick play. Weber able to move the ball quickly here in 2 plays across midfield. Hogan over the middle, that ball, boy, nearly caught. Skank gave it a valiant effort. Tried to bat that down to himself and almost did it. 2nd and 10. Hogan, pressure again, able to roll out. And he's going to keep this again. Hogan across the field to the 30. I'll stop the clock, allow the chains to move with 1:28 left. 1st and 15. Hogan looking for Skank in the end zone. Touchdown, Weber.
Pass from Hogan to number 3. Hudson Skank is good for a Warrior touchdown.
Love the effort here from the Warriors late. This game no longer in doubt, but some fight left. Another look. Is there some miracle here in Pleasant View? This one snagged easily by Peyton Wilson, and that'll do it. Abbott will take a knee. That'll do it. The American Fork Cavemen. It wasn't easy. They trailed 24-17 at halftime. 28 unanswered points from the Cavemen offense as Abbott was able to connect with Downing twice, and the American Fork Cavemen able to overcome the Weber Warriors 45-31. Our final score here from Weber High School. Congratulations to Weber on a fantastic year. But congratulations to American Fork on advancing to the semifinal, where they will most likely take on the Bingham Miners for the 2nd time this season in what should be a fantastic showdown. For Bill Francis, my name is Dane Stewart. I want to thank you for joining us here on Deseret News Rewind, presented by Intermountain Tosh. Your final score, the American Fork Cavemen defeat Weber 45-31.